Hello, Amy. Thank you and August REI for being a valued sponsor of the West Dallas Fort Worth Real Estate Investment Group. You've been a sponsor for many years now, and as you know, it's important to me that our sponsors are trustworthy and are taking good care of our members in the group. And I think longevity of a sponsor in the group kind of speaks to just how well the sponsors are taking care of the members. I think that says a lot. Can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been in your line of work and what products and services you offer our members, please?
Okay. Well, as August REI, I've been in the business of since 2009 as a company. I started servicing loans for family, friends, and a handful of investors in '97. So quite a bit before I actually launched out as August REI, and that was after we had our three sons go off to school. We service loans. We take payments, process payments. We also have the ability to report credit to Equifax and have force-placed insurance. So if a borrower cancels their insurance or the property is uninsured due to tree branches, we have the property insured to ensure that the investor is protected and the borrower would have the ability to rebuild less their possessions because it's only covering the structure when it's force-placed. So we process the payments in, do the annual escrow analysis, payoffs, end-of-year tax statements, basically do all the paperwork that people don't enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And do the collections also.
Okay. So, as many years as we've been working together, I didn't realize that you do force-placed policies as well. Fortunately, we've never had to find out, right?
Well, I was going to say it's because it's never been an issue for any of your loans that we've had to have those conversations or put it in place.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. So
it's your experience.
Yeah. Do you have any kind of special offer or unique selling propositions for our members?
We offer half price on our setup fee for your members only. So,
nice.
Plus they come with your education, so they usually are able to have a packet and all the information together.
Right.
It's a win-win.
So it's important for any of our members that are watching this video to be sure and mention that they're a member of the West DFW REI group then.
Yes, it is.
So, okay. And how do our members benefit by using August REI?
Well, I think their borrowers and their homeowners that they've sold to and themselves benefit because it alleviates an issue with errors and omissions, staying compliant with federal and state laws because somebody else is taking that on, the burden for it. We have to remain compliant. We're registered, licensed, insured, bonded, and taking care of the details. It gives people the ability to go out and find the next big deal as opposed to looking online. Did so-and-so pay? Oh, did I remember to issue them a statement this month? Oh, was it time to do their escrow? I might have forgotten. Oh, I'm a month out. Well, I'll catch it next month. And then it just kind of trails on and you're not collecting for the insurance. So.
Yep. I think you haven't said this, but I think the fact that you are also a real estate investor probably comes in pretty handy from time to time with some of your clients, don't you think?
It does. I have to always remember when someone asks me a question, if I'm answering it as myself personally as an investor, I have to say, well, this is coming from Amy, the investor, not Amy of August REI, and my personal experience as per, covering myself on all the attorney requirements. So we can get that part out of the way.
Yeah, you don't want to mix that up.
I enjoy investing myself, though.
Yeah, but I think that part of your background is probably beneficial to the members, especially the new members that maybe aren't quite thinking about all the things that they need to be doing when they're talking to you about setting up loan servicing. So that probably does come in handy, I would imagine. What made you decide to become a sponsor of the West DFW REI group? I know it's been a while, but do you remember what?
It has been. I was trying to remember back, and it wasn't the awesome food that I had, because that was great too. I love breakfast. I was getting a lot of people coming from your direction, so I decided and they kept referencing, well, I was talking to Tim Cook, and I thought, I've talked to Tim Cook. I service for him. I'm like, what's he doing over there? And I knew you had a group, and I'd get the emails on it. So I made the trail over to come visit and check out your group and see what you were doing, and had great topics and a lot of education. And then you asked me, would you like to be a sponsor? And I said, and then you go, I'm kind of picky. You have to do a good job for people. I said, I do a good job. I'm 100% perfect all the time. But I'm going to do the right thing and make it right if I make a mistake, because people make mistakes. We're human, but we do our best to be 100% accurate. And I was actually kind of flattered when you said you get to join the select group if you want now. I was like, yes.
Cool.
Especially with so many people coming from your direction.
Yeah. And I don't know how many, but I know that we have a lot of members that do use your services and have, since you've been a sponsor. So that's good for all of us, right? There's a lot of work involved, having done some of the management myself on some of my properties in the early days, there's a lot of work involved. So what you charge for doing loan servicing is peanuts, especially when you consider the fact that they can put that fee on the buyer anyhow. So,
and most people do.
Yeah, that's right. So that's a good point. So given the fact that you have been a sponsor now for quite some time, what would you say to another company that was thinking about becoming a sponsor of the group?
Would I tell them?
Yes. If they were thinking about becoming a sponsor.
It's a great group to be a part of. I mean, it's above board. It gives great education and training, and have a lot of active members due to the education that they have, that they're making a move on it and investing in properties.
Yeah.
It's not a group where they just come and don't pull the trigger, because there's a lot of support and encouragement to pull the trigger.
Right.
And get going on it. By pull the trigger, I mean invest.
Yeah, anybody that knows me knows that we want to do everything in our power in the group to help them be successful in their real estate investing business. It doesn't do us any good to come to the meetings and get the education and then never pull the trigger and go do a deal. So we want to help them. We want them to get the right tools, the right power team, with August REI and the others that we have as sponsors. We want them to be all high quality folks, and we want the sponsor, all the members, to know who the sponsors are and what they can do for them. So very important to us. So what is the best way for anyone watching this video to be able to reach out to you if they have questions and want to get started with your services?
If they want to get started, the best one to do would be to email new accounts at August REI. If they just had questions as regards to an investor or as a lender, it would be to lender services at August REI. And if they wanted to reach out to me, it would be Amy at August REI. The other two emails get a lot faster turn time, because mine usually gets projects in it, and I have meetings and other things, and these have groups of people sitting at the desktops with computers open all the time working. I go to meetings and do things like this.
Do what bosses do, right?
Yes, I do what bosses do. Faster turn time is to reach out to the correct department, and lender services is usually, if you don't know where to email, go to lender services, because they will get you to the right place. We made it really easy by just making a department, and that department will get the right answer and email you back.
So anybody that's watching this video on the West DFW REI Group website, you'll also see contact information to your right. And I believe that has Amy's contact info. And then if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, you'll also see it down below in the YouTube description. So, but anyhow, I think, Amy, unless you have anything else that you'd like to throw out there to the viewers, I think that's a wrap. Michelle and I really appreciate you being a part of the West DFW REI Group family and taking care of all of our members. And we need to get you back on the schedule for teaching again here the first of the year as well. So if you're interested in doing that, just let me know. Other than that, did you have something else?
No, I was just saying I am. I like teaching that first class of the year.
Cool. So thank you very much for your time, Amy, and
All right.
appreciate your support. We'll see you soon.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.